skied the big couloir there.
Wow.
Well, there was Jeremy something. He's got a couple of like movies, I guess you call them, on Netflix, but it's about like
I hear you. Canada. Canada.
because it's just a high basin, whereas Alaska, like it may only be
Oh, they go up to
11,000-foot mountains or 15,000 really
there's
high
an
ones,
actual
but it goes
11,000
down to
earth
sea
there.
level, so
Yep.
the amount of relief is the full 15,000 feet.
Sounds like fun. So if we go to Canada, we can get ski instruction from our friend Voodoo.
And
Oh
smoke
yeah,
weed.
if you dare.
If you dare. Yeah, see, that's the part I don't know if I dare.
I'd love to see Voodoo give me snowboard instructions, actually. Have you ever tried snowboarding?
Oh yeah, way back when it first started, when it first came back in like when would that, in the 80s maybe?
Like when you ski,
89?
or when you ski, do you do it for like the long runs, like kind of a thing, or are you a terrain park person?
No terrain park.
Okay,
No.
that's why I snowboard too. Like I
Steeps,
prefer,
trees, power.
yeah, speed and carving.
Yep. Long
Long,
rope
but
board.
what, like 10 centimeters wide?
Yeah, it's narrower. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, so I broke into snowboarding because my parents bought at a garage sale some like real cheap ass like plastic
I guess I'll have
alpine
to battle
board.
royal and make hot joint enabled.
I will let
I
the host
guess.
decide. Don't matter to me.
No, I.
I'm not arguing.
You guys just got in.
Pause.
Aw, Daddy, we can argue.
No, we can't. Nope,
Oh, there we go.
none of that.
Hey, we're talking about
Yeah, we
snowboarding.
got it.
Well, snowboarding slash skiing. Wait, you don't ski, do you, asshole?
I've always wanted to, but that was something like when I was a kid, that was just something my parents were never interested in, so I never got an opportunity to. And
And to be honest, like Illinois, Iowa, even southern Wisconsin kind of sucks for that stuff. That's why I
oh
got
yeah,
injured. Because I literally was snowboarding down a 2-minute run that was all ice.
I did used to snowboard a little bit when I was a kid.
Is that how you hurt your
By
shoulder,
our
Ken?
summer home, we had a big, huge field, and my dad would take his truck and we'd tie a fucking rope to the hitch of his truck, and he'd
Weapons
drag
are
me around
on?
the field.
Shit, I don't remember. No, they aren't.
No, no. But it's
They're not?
unlimited,
I thought you turned them on.
disabled, right?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, you just unlimited it. Okay.
Okay.
It's unlimited
Yeah, no.
disabled. As
That's how
far
I
as I
broke
remember,
my
I don't know.
well,
Yeah, my attention span's been kind of lax.
yeah, that is how I broke my greater tuberosity because some dumbass skier and the snowboarder in front of them decided to put out in a bunch of moguls. And me being such a nice guy decided to not hit them in the face with my snowboard. Instead, shoulder into the next mogul.
Ouch.
Bring the enemy down together. Remember, you're not on your own out there. Your call sign is Bravo 3.
And it broke. So
Yeah, on
the
a nice
knob in your
prairie ski
shoulder,
hill.
knob in your shoulder is called the greater tuberosity. I broke that in half, tore all the ligaments, and my shoulder was hanging on the.
Oh
I don't
shit,
even
eh?
know. Yeah.
Off your bicep.
Yeah. No, like not
There's
even.
a tendon that
Literally
attaches your
just.
bicep and goes right up through there and attaches.
No, I
your
tore
clavicle.
my bicep, tricep, my the one that connects to the back muscle. Forget what he called it,
The
but
tricep is the back one.
oh no, I tore all three tendons. I
Ouch,
tore
dude.
every ligament and ripped all my muscles. But
Your
half of my shoulder
rotator
stayed
cuff.
in the socket.
Dude, you gotta start using some fucking lube or something, dude.
Dude, that's what I told the people that wiped out in front of me.
Yeah, that
That's a miss.
could have
Well,
prevented
no,
that.
I more just kind of screamed and then laid in the ditch for about 10 minutes until someone from the chairlift was like, "Hey, are you alright?"
Does it fucking look like that?
Yeah, I'm
It's
perfect.
like, "Oh, I'm fine, just give me another 20 minutes."
What person have you ever seen laying in a ditch that was fine?
Yeah,
There's a
seriously.
wino down the street.
Well, yeah. You get your friendly neighborhood, yeah.
I mean, fine is a relative term. No, that's why I almost will probably never go skiing or snowboarding anywhere that doesn't have a real mountain ever again in my life. Because if it wasn't for the fact that it was all fake snow and just essentially like an ice sheet running down a hill,
That's
I
what I
probably would
grew
have
up
been
at.
alright.
I grew up at a ski hill on a riverbank, and it went from like hard snow to super rock solid ice by the got to the bottom.
It's just like they had like those rollers.
Smooth
I've
as a
been
hockey
like,
rink.
I went to Mammoth and they, like, I wiped out on their mogul run, which was probably a couple thousand feet, maybe 24 times in a day, and I didn't feel sore because it was all fresh powder.
Yeah.
And I
You went
go
to Mammoth,
like,
eh?
yeah,
Cool.
I went to Mammoth and they had a rail or a snow jam or some shit competition like border cross, and they had a 150-foot main jump set up for the like exhibition. And all of us, most of my friends are skiers, but we all ended up going off the jump the next morning while we were all still rolling. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning, like 65 degrees, a fresh powder. I was out there in a shorts and a t-shirt. I landed the first one doing nothing. I was just super pumped that I landed that big of a jump. Next time I went off it, tried to do like a backflip, and
Missed.
I probably should have gone to the hospital. Like, it looked like I wiped out on a motorcycle going like 120. But hey, drugs are good for some very specific, non-important things, like pain relief.
Target is in gun range. Careful, enemy locked on. Locked on. 30 seconds remaining.
Have you ever come down to the States to like ski or anything, Voodoo?
trying to remember.
Missile evaded.
No. No.
15
Wait,
seconds.
have you ever like vacationed outside of Canada?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was Sandpoint last summer camping. And that would have been the ski hill that I would have gone to, but no. I had never.
Honestly, the thing
Wouldn't mind
I was
going.
told when I went down the Mammoth,
We lost.
because it was in May, so there was a lot of like
Good
the
job, Daddy.
transplants that are usually there in the winter
Thank
went
you.
there. But the summer people are showing up, and they're like, they told me that they come there for like the mountain biking, not the skiing and stuff, which is something I've
Yeah, I
always
could
been
believe that.
interested
That's
in.
half the people here into mountain biking. That's what I did for the other half of my life.
And on it, BC, like Western Canada, has some of the best mountain biking courses in the world.
Are you kidding me? I lived in Kamloops right when all the Crank movies were filmed.
Yeah,
And they filmed them there.
some of
And
those are like,
they
if
just
you
did
don't have
accidentally.
nerves of steel, you are done.
I know all those guys. I know the guys. I know all those guys.
Oh, there's always room
So,
for Jello.
There is a random in here.
yeah. Just
Bye,
quoted that.
random. Bye-bye.
Oh, nice to meet you. I don't know if I've ever played with you before. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, WBM. Oh, you are still here. Okay.
and Boogie and I had the
I was
luxury
just,
of getting our asses handed to us by Gotti the other night.
I thought I was just being an asshole, like
And
talking behind
WBM
WBM's
seems to
back.
think that when Gotti comes in the room, he needs to enable special weapons.
No, it's the other. It's the metric
It's
system.
a big negatory.
I'm just giving him shit. I told him, I'm like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. He did, and we got fucking owned. I got shot 8 times in a row with a goddamn EMO. That was the only time I've ever got shot and killed 8 times in one game.
Chris, come back. Ooh, that's a good 5-second
The
lag time.
Terminator has been dead.
Has been, yeah, no more
Terminated.
Terminator. Yeah, come back now.
I'll be back.
All right, W.
All
We'll see
right,
you again.
W. See you later,
See you
man.
later,
Later,
man.
W. The deck pic he sent earlier. Obviously, your deck pic is too many megabytes.
Take care.
Quantamu, choo choo choo. Thank you, WBM. It's been great.
Should we invite what's his name back in? Soros. Okay, then I won't invite him in
He
because
just left.
Yeah.
Oh, he is the life of the party.
he's the guy. He's always talking.
Yeah, the guy in the corner with the nipple tweezers and the liquid latex. No, I'm not Chrisinator. I'm Peng Fu, and penguins are way above that shit.
They are
And
kind
they
of
like
stupid.
poop. Dude, it
Fucking
is.
Brauski, I
It
love
does.
you. I'd give you a big old fat kiss right now if you were here, man. That made my day. That was funny. Oh, shit.
Ugh. That's what she said.
That's right.
You know, browski, if I had feelings, I'd say ouch.
Hey, I'm flying a penguin imp, and I can't be that bright either.
An army of retarded penguins just fucking marching towards taking over the world.
Yeah.
It's alright. You know, Nazis thought everyone hated them too. Wait. Yeah, penguins are Nazis. No, I'm right. Hey, welcome to the stream. At least you didn't come in 10 seconds ago.
They can rewind it.
Damn it, don't tell them that. They're gonna leave.
I am paying his W probably was.
WBM, well, yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the stream. Feel free to comment. Let us know how awesome Broski is. He's a broski.
Mhm.
Do you
right.
get it?
Zabroski. Hell yeah.
Do you guys get it, or do you want me to explain it?
No, bro, I'm good.
I think I need an explanation.
I always find jokes are funnier if you explain them.
Okay.
That's your problem.
That's what she said.
But are they really considered a joke if you have to explain them? You know, like, I don't know. I mean, I guess in a way they are, but...
Well, it's funny because I'm not intelligent. Wait, no, that's a different
I got a
reason.
guy that works for me, and fucking, he's always like, oh, I got a joke to tell you. And every fucking time he does that, it's like the stupidest shit. I never laugh at them. They're not funny.
I've got a
It's
joke
like,
to tell you. My daughter got ran over by a taxi yesterday.
by a taxi.
Wait,
Oh, that's a
wasn't
hell
that
of a way to
funny?
hail a cab.
Alright, thank you for joining the stream. I'm sorry in advance for my behavior.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Well, yeah, I don't have any pants on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's live. Like Regis and Kelly.
They're still alive?
Uh,
Well,
Regis
Kelly,
is.
yeah, but
I don't know
Regis, man,
about
that's kind of
Kelly.
a shock.
I'm pretty sure Kelly's soul died a long time ago.
Fuck, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was like 20 years ago. Yeah, I
Are you
suddenly
this
feel
many
Welcome to the
years old?
club. Wow.
I mean,
Hey.
You're just a
I
pup.
pretend I'm 6 years old. Whoa, wait, that was only like 10 years ago. How old are you? Oh, okay, like 20 years ago. Just kidding.
Talk to me in 40 years.
IR method.
Enemy picked up on radar. Commence attack. Bring the enemy down together. Remember, you're not on your own out there.
Yeah,
Brusky says,
well,
talk to me when you get a senior discount on your cup of coffee at McDonald's.
I give everybody a senior discount because I'm partial to people who are growing.
I always did that too, like when I did residential work and shit like that, I always looked up the old people.
Well, any chance to be like, hey, I'm giving you a discount is a good opportunity, even if it's if it's implying that they're old.
Yeah.
They tend not to be too upset if you're giving them money off.
Oh yeah.
Missile fired.
And to be honest, I am kind of partial, like, empathetic towards people with growing hair because I am far too young to have this much gray hair.
Oh, I went gray early. I went to Thailand in 2000, came back with gray hair.
Is
How
that
old
good?
were you
Huh?
at the time? Like, what was that, 30 maybe? No,
What,
35?
in 2000? 30.
Yeah. 30, yeah.
Just starting, but I'm pretty damn gray now.
Yeah, like, I'm 30, I'm about to be 34, and I've gone in the last year from having a couple of specks of gray to literally anything below, or like right next to my ears and around my head, like a donut bowl, is gray.
Yeah, just
Or
wait
I
till
don't
most
have
people
hair.
wait.
Like, the top of my head is bald, the rest of it's gray.
Fox 2.
17 and a half.
All of them. What's the ground?
Oh,
Alpha 3, down.
no, that's just if you're voodoo or fucking brauski with 6 aims.
Yeah, when
Fuck
they're
it.
when
Let's
they're
see to
enabled.
avoid a dozen of them.
Yeah, let's see who dodges that sucker salvo.
That shit was funny.
You blew up good.
Yeah.
I did.
You went kaboof. There weren't too many pieces left.
Alpha 3, locked on. Careful, enemy locked onto you.
Ah, you lucky.
Missile in the air.
You can't hide forever.
Come by forever.
Missile evaded. Alpha 3, locked on.
God dang it, who shot me?
Voodoo.
No.
Yeah, we just blame voodoo for all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they do.
I just assume it's voodoo shooting people.
It's the Titan in front of your name. That's what it is. It's like it
God dang it!
scares people.
Oh, I see who's shooting me now.
Bandit on you.
Brasky.
Enemy locked on.
I'm working on him.
Missile in the air.
Oh,
Oh,
Browski.
shit.
Alpha 3, lost on radar.
I was right on your ass.
You
That
didn't
was
crash,
a very
did you?
nice dodge by me. I'm sorry.
But
I'll come
they-
back. No, it's Quantamu Chu Kamikaze.
No, it isn't.
Quantamu Kamikaze.
Doo, doo, doo.
It's just Banzai.
Like, he really tries to be the stereotypical Japan.
Yeah, you know, every time he would say that, I always want to go Hiroshima, boom, boom, boom.
Too soon.
Hiroshima,
Yeah.
boom.
that kind of hits home. Yeah, no, I like WBM. He's cool. I wouldn't want to do. I mean,
Wait, are you saying you don't like Quantamu?
no, just WBM doesn't say the whole kamikaze shit. You know?
Ah, frick.
I honestly think that's just because he doesn't know how to say anything else.
Yeah, it is. It's so
Oh, I know, I know.
Careful, enemy locked on.
Welcome to the stream.
Yeah,
and
sometimes.
welcome to.
Target not hit.
That's
Yeah,
Japan,
welcome to
man.
China.
That's
Japan.
kind of a good
Yeah,
description.
I mean,
for
they're
almost
very
all
very
of us.
respectful people.
Yeah,
Combat time's
that's
up.
Japan.
Definitely warriors when they had to be, but
Like,
Just
I
believe
wouldn't
stuff.
play with you guys if you weren't kind. And he fits
Good job,
in the room
bro, team.
nicely. Like, we are real assholes to each other, but to normal people, we're good.
you know what are friends for?
Yeah.
That's right. Right, we're nice and respectful until we know
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
Once the honeymoon's over, a couple days later, it's back to the norm.
Wait, isn't that how marriage goes?
No.
Yes, sir.
Wait a second, those are two completely opposite answers.
I suppose it depends on your marriage.
Yep.
I'm married to the Lord.
Oh, Jesus.
Chuck Chris.
Flying spaghetti monster.
Now we've covered religion.
Said the Israelites.
Here, guys, this might be my last round.
Alrighty.
Alright.
To get ready.
Ever? Forever, ever?
And
Hey, welcome to the stream. I feel like I've had, well, so I feel like I've actually had a lot more people watch, like, join tonight, but no one's sticking around.
That happens kind of a lot. And you get there, and
Kinda
you
happens
say, "Hey, welcome to the stream,"
almost
and they
like
go,
a
"Oh shit,
month.
they saw me," and they leave.
Right. Like, what
It's like,
the fuck?
oh,
I don't
June,
want to be
forget to press
associated
X.
with this guy.
Forgot you pressed X too soon.
Well, the one,
I was
not yesterday's, but the day before, I did have 30 views. So it must be after the stream views.
probably, yeah, like, or probably includes all of them. Like, anytime
No, if
someone
you add
joins
up all the
view,
streams,
Bless
it's
you.
way more than 30. Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you. That's all right.
No, you should be sorry. That was way inappropriate.
Oh
Yeah, how
man,
dare
damn!
you.
Now we're all gonna get that coronavirus from him.
He's got the virus!
Evidently, there's 33 people in California and another 8,400 under observation.
Yeah, I heard that.
So
that
we've
on
been
the
talking about that for about, what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks now? Like, I feel like if it was really all, like, outbreakish, it probably would have done more damage by now.
Well, it's not a super flu. It's kind of mild, but I guess the elderly are more susceptible to getting sicker than the young from it.
Alright, I'm starting this bullshit. I can't stand my voice anymore.
We should invite
No,
Fedor
it's,
to
I
the
mean,
party.
that's kind of the same for all things, though.
Oh yeah. Well, no, that flu that was
Well,
going
it's
around was
well,
worse for
what
the
they
young than it was
basically
for the old. So it's kind of weird.
like what they basically said is that when you get the coronavirus, if you're like basically like a teenager or a kid, it's basically just like a flu, but it's kind of more worse. But for adults, however, it's just kind of more and more worse.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of
Which
the
is
general.
normal for flus. You know,
Yeah.
usually your youth, you're
Look up what the
stronger.
death toll
Of
of just
course.
the regular old flu is.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that might actually be the most deadly thing in the history of ever.
Or for older people, pneumonia. Look at how many people actually, older people actually wind up dying from pneumonia. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I've had a
having-
shot for pneumonia, and I think and then a year later there's another one for in
Well,
vaccination.
Like me and my niece had to do homework tonight, and we were talking about how George Washington died and other presidents, and she thought, well, he killed himself. No, he literally just died because he had a sore throat that didn't get treated.
Which could have not been treated back in that time because there was no medicine to cure
Yeah,
that.
because it was the 1700s, and they thought leeches treated
more
bacterial infections.
Yeah, I mean, what was the normal life expectancy?
47 to 49.
Something like that,
Depending on where you were in the world.
Like, here's what he could have done. Like, if he ever found out that his,
Oh, that's a mountain.
if he ever found out
Sorry.
that the sore throat was getting worse, he should have just gone out and tried to see if he could find up a cure, but instead...
Well, he probably did, I'm guessing, because he was
Yeah.
the president.
Some of the
And
cures
they were
would
just
kill
like,
you.
sorry, the leeches aren't responding to me. I don't know what to do.
Nice one, Browski.
They must have tracked you kind of weird, didn't they? Couldn't figure that one out.
Yeah, literally, George Washington died from, what was it? Esophageal epiglottitis or some shit like that. Literally takes you going to the doctor and getting now.
Well, they obviously didn't have bread mold then.
Yeah,
Good
there
try,
was no.
Chris.
I'm pretty sure if that would have happened nowadays to like Obama or Trump or whatever, they would have probably given a lot of medicine and been just fine the next day.
Yeah, pretty much where our lives changed when they invented penicillin.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you think about all the lives it saved over the years until they
Yeah.
Then they overuse antibiotics and
Oh yeah.
shit
Jesus.
now.
Give that
People
shit
think,
out like
oh yeah, I'll
candy.
just take antibiotics till I feel better. And then they have a problem
Yeah,
because they
but
didn't
Well,
finish the
until
prescription.
until the
they
year,
give out,
and pretty much
it's the
until the year,
Z-Packs, like the
pretty much.
heavy stuff. Sorry,
Pretty much
bud.
until the year 2020 just came, China just invented the new virus, which they're
Coronavirus?
idiots. It's for making that, and just probably he didn't keep a close eye on the bat that just flew out of it. So basically, the
No.
Chinese are idiots.
Well, true, but then again, we're all idiots as a whole.
Yeah.
Like, society as a whole is a big
I'll agree on
collection
you
of
with that.
idiots making decisions.
Yeah.
What was that line in Men in Black? Half person is smart, people are stupid.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That's true.
Oh yeah.
Like, think about this. If you were the president, correct? What would you rather do? Would you just continue the world how it is, or would you just instead make a virus?
I mean, I would make a virus just because I'm a sadistic Adolf Hitler wannabe.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Son of a...
I read an
Just saw
article
that happen.
yesterday.
Is that too on the nose?
I guess NATO seems to think that the coronavirus is a kind of a homebrew virus that the Chinese are trying to use to judge the spread of different bacteria and viruses.
Well,
So, like, if they were going to try
Or
to
they're
are
trying to
certain
reduce
facts,
their
like-
own population.
I mean,
that could
it
be too.
started in Hong Kong right after the riots, and just so happens that it's something similar to something similar to a strain that the Chinese have been testing, like publicly.
Right. And I guess, I mean, you could actually, if you release that out into the public, you could actually track how fast and how wide it spread. I mean, you
It's
could
probably
get...
good research, but also very.
Yeah, it's
what's
pretty
the
much
guy?
risky.
Very World War III causing.
Dr. Mengele.
If you
Right,
prove
that's
that.
exactly it.
If you prove that, it'd be pretty bad.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it would be for the rest of the world, but China wouldn't give a shit because they have a
China.
totalitarian communist government that controls all media. So
No,
they
I
would probably
mean-
hear, "Oh, great success! Hooray!"
Alright, good game, you guys.
Okay.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna get off.
Alright,
Alright.
good plan,
Good
All
Jake.
right. Let us
Good
know
game,
what
you
your name
guys.
is.
Where? Yeah, it's Delta.
Her name, not. Jeez.
Where?
Please don't make me explain my jokes.
Alright, you guys have a
Nice
good
playing
night.
with you
Take
again.
care, man. Good flying with you,
Don't
bud.
be a stranger, dude.
Yeah.
Yep, won't be a stranger.
Daddy, nice
Come back
reviver.
anytime you want.
Oh, I got it too. Amazing.
Damn, Browski.
I know. That's actually literally what I was just thinking. I mean, I had a little more of an American accent, like, damn, browski. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be a stranger,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, feel free to join anytime, dude.
Yeah. You too, man.
You too. So when his name popped into the room, I just thought loudmouth Billy Bass.
Yeah. Bringing us to take me to the river. I didn't see the meme or whatever, or the video of it, but it showed one of those Billy Bass laying on a table and this cat looking at it. And I imagine the cat made a noise and the thing started singing, probably scared the shit out of it.
I just have a picture of a black cat, like, swiping the shit out of Billy Bass off the table.
I know I had when I was
Have
living
any
in
of you guys ever
Montana.
eaten gar?
There was a creek down. It was full of whitefish. Yeah, kind of. I don't know.
Racist.
So I caught a bunch of them and I threw them in the ice chest in water and brought them back to the house and opened it up and sat there and watched the cats pull them out of there. Look at that! Grab them and pull it out and then run away with it. And
while getting smacked the shit out of them with
yeah,
a fucking tail.
yeah, got a hold and it's just trying to get away and it's tearing it out.
So have any of you guys ever eaten gar? Or like, isn't that like a catfish kind of thing?
Gar?
Nah,
Isn't that the one with like a
Big long
sawfish?
snout.
Like the
Yeah,
sawfish
the rows of
looking
teeth.
one?
Yeah, they're ugly looking fucking things too, man.
No, like we started selling walleye for Lent.
Walleye is one thing. Yeah, gar. Gar's
Walleye
like
pretty
skinny
bony.
fish too. There's not a lot of meat on them.
Well, like people down here were talking, oh, it's kind of like a gar or a catfish. I'm like, gar? What the fuck is gar?
Oh, they're not used to walleye down in Florida.
No, I literally had to explain what a walleye was. It's like a tasty pike.
Yeah, pike's pretty bony fish too, isn't it?
Pikes are long and slimy.
Yeah, pike is not good eating. But
No,
walleye,
that's kind of what a
They're
gar
the
would be like.
tastiest one out there.
pikes?
Pike, yeah.
You know, it's
All
all
they
how
eat
you
is
cook it,
perch and
because
walleye.
bonita, you think bonita's really crappy, but if you do it right, it's actually pretty good.
No, the meat's not good. They're just bony. That's why people don't eat them.
Yeah,
that much.
okay.
I mean,
That's what I
I've
thought.
only eaten, well, I've had one bite of pike in my life, and it was
Very
kinda-
fishy.
yeah.
Very
That's the understatement of the century.
Fishy.
like. Yeah, it was like
Where'd it come out of? Lake Ontario or something?
No, I forgot what the name of the lake was in Minocqua. But no,
Yeah,
like,
it does
fresh
depend on
lake
the
trout.
water, I guess.
They just seemed like
Oh,
a
yeah,
very
definitely water has a lot to
bony
do
for
with it.
sure compared to walleye, but like a very gamey fish to eat. And they aren't very common around, like in Wisconsin waters. Like, you're almost more likely to catch a muskie than you are a northern pike or something.
Oh, wow.
Which are also at a very...
It might be your bodies of water down there that makes a pike like that there. But
Well, I
up
mean,
north-
walleye are a
Son of a
type
bitch,
of
I knew
pike.
it was gonna-
So, like, walleye are just, like, good tasting pike, is what I was told. A little smaller, a little meatier.
Way different.
Well, they're in the same branch, like, on the...
Yeah.
Like, they're the same type of fish. As is a muskie, I think. It's just like a super... Like, if a sturgeon and a pike had a baby, it'd be a muskie.
Never tried eating muskie.
Sturgeon don't have teeth.
They put up a hell of a fight though when you catch them.
Well, they have teeth.
Yo,
Like that.
the only time... So, this guy up in Minocqua, which is like a resort, like, travel town for a lot of Midwestern people, he always used to take us fishing, and only time I've really ever successfully fished was with him. First time I ever went out, he was on the line with a 5.5 foot muskie for 25 minutes before he brought it in.
Oh yeah, they fight like hell,
Which, for
man.
a freshwater fish, that's like paramount to, I don't know, fighting a shark or something in the ocean. Like, it looks
It took
that's why I
me,
love
it
fishing.
probably took me 20, 25 minutes to get that yellowtail in. But I had light line too, I didn't want to lose it. But they fight hard.
Like, well, you have to specifically, like, have, what, like, a liter, like a 3-foot leader of steel.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Like a
They
steel
just fight
leader
through that
for a
shit.
muskie.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Like,
If you're,
they are as close as you can get to ocean fishing. From, at least, I've had one, well, I was told I had a bite that was a muskie, probably. But I've never brought one up out of the water, and I've fished maybe close to 100 times in Wisconsin, different places. And they are as close to an ocean fish, or the fight-wise, as you can get. other than like walleye, honestly, you just feel like dead weight on the end of the line.
Yeah, walleye are funny fish. Hey, you just feel a little tug, tug,
Yeah,
tug,
and then
tug.
all of a sudden, oh, I'm reeling it in. Oh, I think
Yeah,
I've got a log on there.
yeah.
Oh, wait, it's
I,
a 10-pound walleye.
I got some kelp on my line. Oh, wait, look, it's a fish. Which is all right
But
if
it
it's
made
good eating.
breakfast real great the next morning.
Oh, the walleye is really good eating, brauski.
Yeah, it is.
Really good eating.
Honestly, like, of all the freshwater fish I've ever eaten, walleye is the best. I don't like freshwater fish.
What about perch?
Perch are
Uh,
really good too.
they taste good, but they
Yeah.
take so much work. Like, bullfish, same thing.
Yeah. Did you cut the
They
cheeks out of
taste.
your walleye?
Well, no, I just pulled the spine, like the guts and spine,
Oh, you can cut
and
the
whatever
cheeks
is
out.
left
If you get
over.
a big enough fish, they get what the cheeks are like
Oh, yeah.
scallops.
But
Kind of
how
like
big
a
are you
largemouth
talking?
bass. If you get a good size one, their cheek meat is really good.
I've actually never heard people that eat bass,
Oh, yeah.
like, or freshwater, I should say. Because I've always heard it was really tough, gamey,
Well,
like
it
all the
depends.
worst qualities of freshwater fish with none of the benefits.
Yeah, it's pretty much classified as a sport fish, eh?
Yeah,
Oh, bass is a lot of fun there. I grew
it's
up
a
next to a
it's a good
pond that was
catch and
all
release one.
We
bass.
got them here in BC, which is really weird in this part of BC. They're not supposed to be in BC, but they came up from the Pend Oreille.
Wait, is it
Yeah. Now are
are
they
bass like
smallmouth
very
bass
specific to
Smallmouth and
and
largemouth.
largemouth? Okay.
are
Yeah, but you
so
gotta
are
go to
bass
certain
like
lakes to get to the large
are
ones.
bass a specific like a only Midwestern thing that have just kind of grown because of the gaming qualities, or is it
That's your
Yeah,
bass
driver,
are
Daddy.
everywhere?
it's because of the fight. It's because of the fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
bass are a lot of
they're
fun.
fun to catch, man. There's some.
Oh yeah.
I've actually have one mounted, like cotton bass leg.
Like
That's awesome.
Wisconsin has a very high quality club fishing team. Like the guy I went to high school with, he was a captain of their fishing team and they went all over the country. But he would take me out to our pond in Verona, which is a very, like you wouldn't expect there to be a good fishing. And we would catch bass literally just throwing the hook in the water.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that was like a public swimming pond, like maybe a mile by half a mile in diameter
Yeah.
or like dimensions.
My favorite catching fish was in Merced River, the smallmouth bass in there, 'cause you get in the river underneath and then with your like mask and snorkel and cast your line out and let it hit and then they take it and you're underwater watching the fish fight and when he jumps he disappears because he goes out of the
Oh
water.
yeah.
Then he comes back in. It's like reverse fishing. He was bitching. Yeah, I wish I'd
Okay,
had some kind of
what is the
underwater camera to,
what's the difference between largemouth and smallmouth bass?
the size of the mouth.
Thank you.
But the size of fish too. Largemouth
Are
bass, like
small?
Florida strain, they get, I don't know, what's the record? 20, 30 pounds, something? 25?
I know. I think the state record for Wisconsin is a 12-pound, 23-inch largemouth.
Yeah. And it is at a, see, there's largemouth, and there, which is the black bass, and there's Florida strain, which are
Like we don't
huge.
have a lot of smallmouth bass up here,
Really?
if any.
Hmm.
No, it's all largemouth bass, which that's why I don't really understand what the
Well,
difference
smallmouth are
is.
more river bass, kind of, I guess.
Okay, like
I don't know
trout
for
kind
sure.
of,
But they get fairly good size. I've caught 3, 4
Yeah,
pounders.
they do. They do.
like I always thought smallmouth bass are bigger than largemouth
No.
bass.
No.
No.
Size
Okay.
wise, they're not.
No, but at the same token, they're
They
not
fight
too
good though.
small either.
Yeah, and they do fight really hard. So
Well, that's why bass are so much fun. And honestly, I think that's why they have like fishing tournaments are
oh
usually
yeah,
based off
definitely.
like bass fishing.
Oh, they are, man. They fight like hell. I used to go fly fishing when I was a kid, and one time I caught like a 5.5 pound largemouth on a fucking fly reel, dude.
Had
That
the
was like
job.
fighting a fucking whale.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like bass, they are all muscle and
Yeah.
real ornery.
I've had them tow me around in the rubber raft, sitting in a rubber raft on a pond.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me one bit.
Tow you around, and the bummer is he got into the reeds, so I couldn't get him out. And I thought, oh shit, I hope I didn't tangle him up too much. I let the
Yeah,
line
see,
out,
my
but he
problem.
never freed up, so broke the line.
Yeah, that's always my problem. I always go for the best spot, but I suck at fishing, so I can't get around the weeds or the.
Oh, I remember what I was going to tell you, Peng. They got a $5 a head bounty on pike here.
Really?
Seriously?
They're overpopulated, huh?
They're not even supposed to be here. They just showed up.
Somebody
Is it
put them in
like
the water. They
specifically
did it.
like northern pike or?
Northern pike.
They did it in Lake Kauai here. They put some kind of guy goes, oh, I want these, and they go, they're not native, and they didn't want them, and here I think it was something like that.
Honestly, well,
And they poisoned the
even
whole
down
lake
here-
to kill them.
Yeah,
you
even
can't
down
fish 'em
here,
out.
like northern pike are just kind of people treat them like they are.
Well,
the
they're not
black
supposed to
sheep
breed big
peasant
trout.
of muskies.
Lots of trout. Everybody fishes for trout here.
Oh yeah.
Like pike aren't really good for much except for killing all the game fish.
See, now, like in Illinois, we got a big problem now with the Asian carp. There was an Asian carp farm. I think it was either in
that's a
Kentucky or
problem, yeah.
Tennessee, and we got a ton of rain, and the ponds actually flooded, and they wound up getting in the Mississippi River.
Oh,
and
shit.
fucking
Yeah,
Asian
they're
carp
everywhere,
now
huh?
are, oh yeah, dude, and they eat all the eggs of all your sport fish and all your good
TV
fish.
shows
you know? I mean,
about
Oh yeah.
yeah, dude. And
This-
and when you go
Jump out of
down
the
in the
water.
river with your boat, they jump out
Yeah.
of the fucking water and they jump in your boat. You get hit with a fucking 8-pound fish in the face. Oh, like it's crazy.
The other problem is the snake
what she said.
snakehead or snakefish or
snakehead.
whatever they call it. The
Yeah.
fuckers
Oh, the
will get out and
snakeheads.
walk. Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
get out and walk to
Wait,
the next
it's
river.
snakeheads.
Yeah.
And they're
Snakeheads,
invading everything. They're destroying.
Yeah, they found some of them
Asian-
in DC in a park.
Oh god, that bummer.
Is that like a bottom feeder or something?
No, it's an Asian
it's a-
delicacy, and it's just a
Yeah.
fucked up fish.
Very aggressive fish.
Kills
It breathes
everything
air,
and-
too.
Like, is it a big fish or is it a
Yeah.
They can get
piranha
sizable.
type? Where it's just little nibbly and eats?
No,
No.
no, it's not cute.
No, it's a snakehead.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
called.
snakehead.
Google it.
Yeah, they're
Asian,
ugly,
Asian
aggressive
snakehead?
fish that
Ugly as
fucking.
it sounds. Doesn't
Destroy
even look like a
fisheries.
fish. See it.
Doesn't even taste good.
Well, the
I'm sure it
Asian
does.
fishery they like. It's a delicacy for
It's
them.
like I'm
so-
sure it does.
I can
It's always
feel
surprising.
the taste of pride as I chew.
Now see, like around by me, like on the south side of Chicago, they got all the rivers that
Jeremy
like, you
Wade's
know,
got an episode of fishing.
go to Lake Michigan, and all the blacks are there, and they all fucking fish for bullhead and carp, and it's like, oh, how the fuck do you eat that?
Dude, bullheads are really good.
What?
Have you ever eaten bullhead?
I honestly, I
Got
a
'em off the
couple little
dock when I was a
bites.
kid.
It was very strong, you know, like flavor. I didn't care.
So
for
my
it.
mom, she grew up in northern Wisconsin, like north woodsy kind of place. She loved bullhead. She made us go fishing maybe 12 years ago, I think. And we spent 4 hours from like midnight to 4 a.m. And we caught 20 to 30 bullhead. Next morning, she gutted them all, like stuck a stick in their mouth and spun them around.
Yeah.
And
Bigger.
it was
Oh.
some of the best
That was
fish I've
interesting.
ever eaten, to be honest.
Bullhead are usually pretty tiny. I mean, around here, like
Oh yeah.
pound or
So-
two, maybe if that.
They're like mini catfish that taste
Yeah.
way better.
Oh, is that what they
Oh,
are?
I know
Are
bullheads.
they a
We
catfish
used to catch
breed
them.
or?
No, they're in the same breed as catfish.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well,
just
the
they're
family.
more-
They don't have whiskers,
specialized.
and they stand up in their fins, and they can crawl out of the water like mud guppies.
Oh, okay.
What? I didn't know that. I thought they had whiskers.
Do they? Not the ones around
Bull-
here. I live in the
bullhead.
other side of the country.
Well, they're
Yeah,
Canadian up there.
they
They're
do.
clean shaven.
I'm calling something that is something different.
I don't know if Canadian bullheads are that different.
Yeah, they do.
Maybe
They
they
look very
They're
much
more
like
polite.
It's the size of your thumb.
Wait,
catfish.
no, those
Have
are
more of that
guppies.
grayish color, and the bullheads are like that brownish red.
Yeah.
There's a
No, I was talking to
whole
somebody that I
crap
work
load of
with down here
species
about
of catfish,
noodling.
blue
Oh, yeah.
catfish and others. They were, I guess there was some bridge thing that had collapsed long ago in Ohio. A car went off or something, so the divers went down to go recover the bodies, and they came back up and said, we're not going back down there. And they said, why? Because there's catfish down there bigger than I am.
Oh, I'm sure.
That would freak me out.
Yeah, they were
I'm
like,
sorry.
they're in the water going, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Yeah, like,
I'm
I
not
don't
going
care if
back.
they try to come towards me or not. Like, if I saw a 5-foot catfish with whiskers that just had a suction that could suck a freaking garden hose off the bones of any animal.
Oh, they're huge.
Wait, I mixed those up, but
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying.
Yep. It's like a golf ball through a garden hose.
And then rip the skin off that golf ball.
I know one
Dude, like
thing
those
that
people
when,
that go oodling, dude. You see the size of them catfish they pull out of them fucking holes in the
Yeah, they
riverbanks?
have
Oh my
way
god.
too much faith in
being able to pull it out and not get drowned by it.
Oh,
Like,
I know.
yeah.
Just reach in a
Yeah,
hole and stick your arm through its gill and pull. Fuck that.
Yeah, okay, aside from the known things, like, yeah, I'm sticking my hand in a hole to get a gigantic catfish to bite it.
Yeah.
What if there's a snake down there?
Then you caught a snake.
Oh, yeah, caught a snake by dying.
Fuck a water
Not
moccasin or some
necessarily.
shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Seriously.
they got anti-venom for that. It's probably worse than the bite, but
Alright, if you're desperate enough to noodle, you probably aren't within 30 minutes of a hospital.
you know, tough it
Unless
out.
you're getting paid for it by Science or Discovery Channel, whatever.
And if you watch that shit on YouTube, it's all the hot chicks in bikinis that are the ones doing it. Like their men are
Wait,
standing there
what?
like, I ain't sticking my
I
hand in
ain't
there.
doing it. Well,
Maybe
nobody want to
catfish
watch
is
the guy with the
smarter
beer
than
belly
God.
do it.
Right.
Wow, 50% survival rate in that match.
Oh, we're talking about noodling too much?
Yeah, that's some crazy shit, dude. No, I ain't doing that.
Have you ever actually eaten catfish? I never have.
I quit
tried
eating
it. I didn't like it.
any fish out of Bass Lake when we cut open the catfish and there was a diaper in it.
A diaper?
Part of a diaper, yeah. Well, I ain't
Yeah,
eating
that
any more
might
out of
turn
this
me
fucking
off.
lake.
And then fact that
I mean,
think
I'd
that
catch
has
and
turned
release
me
them,
off.
but I mean, there's kokanee in there and shit. It
Don't
was a bummer.
care.
I was like, I'm not eating any more fish out of this lake. Now I know where
No.
now I know where all these cabin sewers go. Yeah, we just leached them out into the lake, but didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, every cabin on the lake does.
Yeah, but I mean, they have septic tanks, but
Welcome
they
to
probably
America.
don't use them.
Oh, they do it here in Canada. They're just a pipe going out into the frickin' water,
Yeah.
30 feet
And
under.
yeah,
underwater,
welcome
30
to
feet
China,
offshore.
North
Okay.
America, Brazil.
All your houseboats, all they do is just open up the door and dump.
Yeah.
Yeah, their toilets probably go straight into the water.
Oh yeah, they do.
Well, the ocean boats. That's they run it through a garbage disposal.
California.
I'm sure
ocean
nowadays
boats.
things are starting to change, but
I don't know.
there's
The worst
that
thing
island
is
of
when
plastic.
when you go fishing down by the Santa Monica Bay and there's a sewage treatment plant around there and it floods out. And you go and you drive, you're going to launch your boat and you go, golly, smell that.
I feel like that's real poor planning if they made that sanitation place that close to water level.
Yeah, it's at the coast, so it's down at sea level. And when it rains really good and the water comes in there, it flooded it out. I mean,
it would be a good
there's all these
investment to
people with
make
like
any
$1 million
water
boats and
treatment
they're sitting
facility.
there floating their boats in it. It's their marina, and you kind of go,
I poop and you swim in it.
yeah,
Sweet.
well, you float your boat in it. Let's go down
Wait,
and sit on the boat this weekend. Let's not and say we did.
Yeah, I had tacos the other night. Let's not.
Well,
This is Flax Windmaker. All
Yeah, but it's made that whole Santa Monica Bay smell
Bring
like
the enemy down together. Remember, you're
northern
not on your own out there.
North LA.
Call
Okay.
sign is Alpha 2.
In the town I live in, we've got, at one time, it was the world's largest natural limestone quarry. And the whole, like, northern Illinois, they made this deep tunnel project with these, like, 40-foot wide underground tunnels. So all the storm water from up north all drains down to the quarry here. And when it rains real heavy, the sewers get diverted in there. So now it's like literally a fucking toilet bowl, dude. It's fucking disgusting.
Usually those are some of the most pristine, like, lakes or whatever around here. Like, old quarries.
Oh yeah, the water used to be blue, and I mean, it used to be beautiful, dude. Now, I mean, the one half of it, they filled with fucking shit water. It's terrible.
Well, that's the problem. You gotta fill it full
Yeah,
of
blue water in a quarry isn't good. Looks nice,
Right. Right.
but it's not. They're just.
I mean, especially for
deceiving.
limestone, you know. I mean, because the limestone filters all the water out as the water runs down it and shit. But you know, it was cool looking. You drive over the expressway and you look down there, and it was a bright blue, looked like you're looking at the fucking Caribbean something or other, you know. And now it's just like a brown fucking cesspool. It's fucking disgusting.
It's shitty.
That's sad. We got
And of course, oh god.
no, it's like Reddinger Lake up here, and the guys run the hydroplanes. It's the only lake that doesn't have a speed limit on it. And guys will test their hydroplanes on it, and you go down there, and it's crystal clear. You can see 30 feet down in.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how the water used to be in the quarry. When I was a kid, we'd go crawl underneath the fence and we'd go down there swimming. And I remember one of my friends ripped a fucking stop sign off of one of the fucking posts that were there. And he threw it down there, and it was like 40, 50 feet deep, dude. And you could see it like clear as fucking day, dude. It was cool.
Cool.
Almost looked magnified.
Yeah, like down here, they're trying to get me to go to a place called the Springs. Apparently, like, manatees mate there, like, has an outlet to the ocean. But it's literally just 65 degrees year round, and clear as you can see, 30 or 40 feet deep.
That's cool.
It's, I don't know. I hate swimming in lakes just because I can't see the bottom usually, at least in Wisconsin.
Oh yeah.
Well, most lakes are, somewhat, because the water, you disturb the water, you got sediment and stuff floating around. They don't see it. But
yeah, I hate
Redinger's
anything
like water
I had,
flowing through it all
a bunch
the time.
of bass nibbling on my toes when I was like 8 or 9, and I hate lakes ever since then.
The little bass? You're nibbling on your toes?
Okay, I might be underselling that a bit, at least from my 8-year-old point of view.
Yeah,
No, man, I
Yeah.
I doubt it, man. Where would we, Champion Lake? And it's, they just stock it with rainbow trout. Little lake up in the mountains, but, I was sitting on the rock, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And there's all these trout wiggling in between my toes, these little minnows.
Oh yeah.
Get skin off. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a whole bunch of them. I was like, holy shit. I'd never seen it before. They all come in.
It feels really weird. Like, it felt very intrusive. Intrusive is the best word I can use.
I could see them all, though, so if you couldn't see them, that would be different.
Yeah, what is that? No,
Like,
What is that?
I'm
Yeah.
an alien.
Some fucking man-eating fucking thing waiting to grab you by the ankles and
I
drag you.
hope that's
Yeah.
not poisonous. No.
Well, no, like, the thing that freaked me out probably the most is the people they had a house on the lake, but they're 2 black labs. They would jump in the water all the time. And one of the last times I remember them doing that was they jumped off our dock to go get a bone or something, and a freaking water moccasin comes out from under the pier
Oh yeah.
and just starts swimming towards the dog. And they all freak out. They're like, "Come back, Cinder! Cinder, get out of the water! Come here! Come here!"
Yeah.
That's it. My sister had a apple farm, and there were 2 ponds on it, and the neighbors had an Airedale. And the dog would go and he'd sit over the hole and he'd wonder what he's doing. And all of a sudden you'd see him pull his head off and he'd have a rattlesnake attached to his nose. And he'd throw it off to the side and he'd just rip the shit out of it and kill it. And then he'd lay around for like 4 days, but we were there, and his nose was huge, and he's also he does that. He hates snakes, so he's immune to it. It didn't kill him, but it'd make him sick as shit. And then but he'd do it all the time.
Typical dog fashion. As soon as you're better, you go do it again.
He'd get better, and then he'd go, let me go find another one of them motherfuckers.
Honestly, that's 4 days of entertainment.
Yeah, my survivor. Yeah, because you're looking at the dog going, are you alive? Yeah, I'm cool, man. I'm cool.
Dude, I am stoned as fuck.
Don't touch me, man. I'm high. I'm addicted
Honestly,
to
if you have
rattlesnake
nothing
venom.
better to do than to watch us, I might go play with rattlesnakes too.
Yeah, nobody
I've seen him do it with gophers. There was a friend of mine's dog got bit by a gopher, so he'd sit around gopher holes. When he'd catch him, then he'd just smash him with his paws. He wouldn't eat him, he'd just beat him
I got
up.
a BB gun just to shoot gophers out on my parents' land because we had 6 acres with probably 20 to 30 gopher holes and at least twice as many gophers.
I grew up doing that too, Pang. Go for shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Grab the 22s.
Yeah,
We were all
I had a
16, we all
BB
had
gun,
cars,
pellet
driving.
gun.
I'd watch the cats catch them. They sleep over the hole. Then all of a sudden you see
Honestly,
their ears perk up, and they'd wake. You'd watch them, and all of a sudden their arm would shoot down in the hole, and you'd see them pull a gopher out.
2 out of my 3
Then they go
dogs
eat
got freaked out by gophers. Like, they would go chase after them, and as soon as they go down the hole, stick their nose down there, and they'd run.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know if those gophers were, like, scratching their noses,
They
biting
would.
them or something.
You had them cornered. They'll bite them.
But they would stick their nose down, and before you know it, they would just be back at the door like, oh, no, don't touch me there.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go, alright, who wants to give me a high five? It's been an hour and 27 minutes.
I'll have a
You
smoke
got-
with you.
13 minutes to go, Ping.
No, but he wants to have a smoke too, and my
Oh
blood
no,
sugar's
let's
low.
do it.
Alright,
Everybody's
Battle
ready.
Royal. Random stage. Of course it goes to fuck face. Anchorhead Bay. And hot joins on, so in case Voodoo or I get kicked.
I don't think you will.
Alright, I'll be back.
Roger that. Hey, Daddy was at Vicky last night. It was in the background going, Dad!
Yes. Yes. She's like, shut up.
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, she was kind of funny. As I started raising my voice a little bit, she's standing by the door, fucking staring at me like, who are you talking to?
This is AWACS Windmaker.
Like, never you mind,
We have you
kid.
on radar.
Don't sweat
Enemy
it.
detected. Clear to engage. Take down as many as you can. Your call sign is Delta 1. 1. Missile fired. In gun range. Careful, enemy locked onto you. Delta 1, missile! Delta 1, locked on.
Wow.
In gun range.
Okay, Jackman.
Delta 1, missile fired. Locked on. Miss. That's a miss. Careful, enemy locked on.
Ooh, I just feel like I'm not doing shit tonight.
Missile incoming.
Absolutely. Good job, hon.
Delta 1, locked on.
Come on, Chris. Slow down, damn it. Yeah, he's
Target
not
is
it.
in gun range. Entering clouds.
Whoa, at the ground? Whoa, I survived it. That's amazing. Usually I don't.
Delta 1, locked on.
Yeah, I think with just the way the weather's been the past few days here, and I've been so busy and sleeping 2-3 hours here or there, I think last night just kind of fucking pushed me over the edge. I wasn't mentally ready for that. That's
Yeah.
why I...
2 minutes
No
remaining.
excuse, but
Well, you
the
know,
only one I got.
sometimes it's the way it is.
Delta 1, missile.
Just found myself with a very short fuse, and my daughter was driving me nuts, and, you know,
It happens.
yeah.
Target is in gun range.
As long as you guys get over it, it's good. Water under the bridge.
Yep.
Delta 1, hit. Careful, enemy locked on. Box 2, box 2.
Can't fucking hit nothing.
Bandit on you.
Well, as close as everybody is, if I had a multi-purpose bomb, I feel like I'd do pretty good.
We'd all be, oh, we're smoked.
At least fucking 3 people, anyway.
Well, part of it's this map.
Delta 1, locked
Oh,
on.
yeah. Yeah, I got a kill. Yeah.
Is that the one? I was chasing that guy. How dare you kill him?
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'll fucking shoot at anything that moves right now. I mean, not that I wouldn't anyway.
That's what
but
she
normally.
said.
Delta 1, box 2.
Yeah.
Ranking.
Not in a really long time, though. Why we're Pang's like, you know, I wish I was married, and like, well, careful what you
Locked on.
It has its pros and crashes, cons.
Lost on radar.
and crashes. Yeah, no, it's true. That
But,
is
you
true.
know, you're definitely better off with it than you would be without it.
Oh yeah, no, I'll bitch all day, but at the end
Yeah.
of the day, no, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, yeah.
Just tell her I'm gonna trade her in for a younger model, and she thinks I'm joking,
Combat
so we
time's
just
up.
keep it
Not
that
bad
way.
at all. Looking forward to seeing you in action again.
Good job, Chris. Savrog. Alright, man.
Have a
We're
good
fine
night.
with you. Have a good one. See you in the skies.
Alright, I'll be honest. I've spent the last 10 minutes looking for cigarettes and haven't had one yet.
You poor bastard.
Yeah, I don't know where I put them. So, I'm
Did
still
they paint your
trying.
room? Maybe they're painted
Nope.
over.
Nope, that would be a great excuse if it was actually true. I will try to... Jesus Christ. I'll try to be back in a few minutes.
No problemo. I'm going to reset my light stick because I don't know what the hell's going on. It's weird. It's like if I just pull it straight back, and now it's working. And it's moving. It's kind of weird. It's got a... It's like not always pitching when I'm pulling it. I'm sitting in the lobby, my cursor on the left, right, to go down like towards, just scroll it down, and I can pull the stick all the way back and it hasn't moved yet.
Oh.
I
see.
Worn this one out.
Yeah, there might be a problem somewhere then.
I mean, I can, if I do it like fast, it works, but if I just go real slow, it doesn't sense the motion. But if I push down, yeah, that's not doing it there either.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. I mean, it is working. So it plays hell when you're trying to fight, trying to pitch.
Oh,
It's not pitching. You go, what the hell's going on? It's weird. Seems to be working. I'll just have to remember you can't just pull slow. You gotta yank it back and then. Side to side's pretty instant. And forward's fine.
Hey guys.
Payne couldn't find his cigarettes. And he forgot to start the match when he went to go look for him again. He said, I can't find him and I haven't had one yet. All I could hear in the background was, caution alert, caution alert, caution alert.
Yeah, right. Ah, shit. My headset's going dead. I gotta switch headsets. I gotta turn it off real quick.
Roger that.
What's Jackman chuckling about?
Frickin' jacket, that's what
I don't know. Chris left for the evening. Yeah, I notice when I like sitting here scrolling, if I just pull the flight stick back slow, it doesn't register the movement.
Yeah, that's weird.
If I pull it back fast, it doesn't. We're going real slow, it doesn't even move. Till you put a little downward pressure on it. It's kind of weird. Like grabbing it at the top with my two fingers and pulling it back, it's not moving.
Yeah, that sucks.
You telling me I'm gonna have to break out the new one? No! I'm gonna have to do some preventive maintenance on the new one before I do that. Get some sandpaper and stuff, so I'll rough them all up around the post bases and put the JB weld around them before I even use it.
Yeah. Sucks you gotta do that, but
Hey,
it is what it is.
that's how it's built.
Yep.
And if I do that, maybe I'll take this one apart and figure out what's going on with that. And yeah, so I push down on it, like, a little more weight on my hand, we can do it even on slow. So I wonder if it's like not connecting. I wonder how. I think it'd be magnetic or something, sensor. I don't know how the hell it works. Just a potentiometer. Ooh, Jen mad. Hector Dormando Young. English flavor. Must be German, English, United Kingdom. But German language looks so angry. Jen Mad. Go look at the profile and overview. Figure is Japanese.
Oh, check it out. Look at that. I'm the boss now.
Oh, Pang got booted. Well, let's go.
Let's frickin' go.
Johnny Rock, enter and boot.
Alright, I am gonna lock the room up. Do you want to send Peng an invite?
Let me cancel here. Invite to room. Players in the party. Ping the food. Done.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's alright. It booted you. By since you didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You're in.
It was ridiculous.
Did you find them? Were they in the
Finally.
last place you looked?
Yeah, my jacket pocket.
How come every time I find something, it's in the last place I look?
It's usually
Because
how
I'm
it
in
goes.
Florida, and who wears a jacket down here?
Guess that could be true.
God, I feel very ashamed right now.
Why?
Because it literally took me 10 minutes to look at my jacket before I found them.
You mean it took you 10 minutes to think, maybe they're in my jacket?
Well, it took me 10 minutes to realize that it's cold outside,
This is A1.
and I need a jacket. Oh, shit. That's where they are.
Take down as many as you can. Your call sign is Bravo 1.
Yeah, if I don't put downward pressure on my flight stick, it doesn't register the pitch. Makes it very uncomfortable to fly.
I do have to say thank you to you, brauski, because you've taught me to treat my joystick nicely and not be so difficult on it. Like,
Oh yeah. They can't handle
I try to
abuse.
be you, but I still go through one joystick every 2 to 3 weeks.
Well, this thing is glued to shit, so. But I'm gonna have to take the new one and reinforce the post and probably have to start actually using it. I'll do a video on it.
Yeah, that's not a lot of people.
And you own a Thrustmaster and you're an abusive son of a bitch like me? Here, try this.
Honestly, you might get more streams if you did a tutorial on how to make your Thrustmaster last longer than a week.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do.
Well, I don't know, man. I must be a pussy or something, but mine's been going for like 13 months now with really no issues. It fucking makes me wonder if I actually got one of the good ones or something.
Well, my
No.
problem is working in a machine shop all my life and shit, handling metal and grabbing stuff, and you know, it's my finger strength and my wrist and shit. It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, I jack off a lot, so
There
my
you go.
wrist
See,
strength is
that
great
works too.
Wait, am I not supposed to admit that?
Yeah, should have been
It's just
a
assumed.
private thought. Did I say that out loud? In the stream?
I said the quiet part loud. The loud part quiet.
Target is in gun range. Bravo 1, bandit on you. Locked on.
The machine guns are, that's gotta be ping.
Missile hit. Bravo 1,
Somebody killed me.
Yes, sir. You looked busy.
I was. I could feel a little machine gun bullets hitting me, and I turned around, and there was Ping, of all people.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
And then again, you were busy.
that sucked. I was busy too, god damn it, that's right.
Target is in gun range.
You know, you'd think, especially after I just said that, you'd think I'd pay a little more attention, but no. I was like, ooh, something shiny over there, I gotta go shoot at it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're looking at something shiny? You got
Squirrel!
clack, baby.
That is right.
You let off your throttle.
I see Voodoo over there, and every time I go to target him, I'm just like, oh god. Like, this is gonna be work.
Box 2, Box 2.
Yes. It's,
Enemy to your rear.
I don't think you're any easier there, Grot Socks.
Oh, he's difficult.
That makes me feel a little bit better, but it still doesn't let me shoot you any easier.
I know, you're right.
Like, the only time I rarely catch you is pretty much when you're wrapped up with somebody else, and I just, like, come from some goofy angle or something, you know? It's like,
Yeah, that's the same.
That's how I feel about all of you.
Yeah.
you're definitely the one I, like, almost cheer myself on for the most when I get you, because it's so rare. I can't, I don't even think I could say I shoot you, like, every night we've played together. It's not like that,
Oh,
you
yeah. Oh, you got me this match already.
know? Well, I'm good for the week then. I'm covered.
15 seconds.
But that's what Steel Clubbing's for, you know, so when I can't shoot my friends, I can at least go feel good about myself. Kill some other people. Like, yeah, I just got MVP 4 times in a row, and then I look at the rank, and it's like, oh god, that's why I got 4 MVP.
I've probably been.
Nicely done, Brewski.
Thank you.
Yeah, good shit. What were you gonna say, Voodoo?
Oh, I think I've only been shot down about 5 times all night.
Oh yeah, you've had a
Maybe
multiple,
6. Maybe 6.
veritable
No,
plethora
5.
of survivors.
Oh,
What kind of
50.
mathematicians do you think we are that can count that high?
Well, no, like, really good.
I only have 5 fingers on one hand.
How many
I
do you have
did
on
get a
the
gun
other?
kill. Yeah.
Dude, 2 hands, too much counting.
Yeah, I hear you.
Higher, not count gooder.
Then add your fucking feet in there too, and you're like, mind blown. Like, what the fuck? I can't count that high.
I only have 17 toes on my feet. Wait,
Okay, have you guys seen that ad for, oh, what's that cough medicine that tastes really bad?
Robitussin?
Buckley's. The Buckley's ads. He's like, it helps more symptoms than you can count on one hand, and the guy's gets up to 7, and the guy's still rolling fingers out off his hand. The guy beside him.
Like,
And,
okay.
and the dude gives him a fucking double take look out of the side of his head. It was pretty funny.
I don't think we have Buckley's in the States. It doesn't, I never
I thought
heard
it
of
came
that.
from the States. There's no
No,
Buckley's.
that's definitely a
Well,
Robitussin
I've
knockoff.
never heard of it.
Okay, well, Buckley's is their marketing scheme. It's tastes bad and it works. It's awful and it works, but it works.
But it works.
Yeah.
Voodoo opened the room up.
Wait, who left Voodoo in charge?
You did.
You did.
Idiot.
That's your fault.
You did it, Ping. Jen there actually left the room. Was he angry?
I don't speak Spanish.
That was German. Yeah, that looked like he really was angry. You know how German language looks like you're angry?
Oh, yeah.
He's some squad.
I'm pretty sure
BD or
German
whatever it was,
clowns are the most miserable people in the world.
You mean the smile's just painted on? It's not real.
Well, unless they have... I'm not going to go there.
So John Wayne Gracie was a German clown.
Oh, God, he's a fucking piece of shit.
What about John Wilkes Booth?
No.
Said John Wayne
Well, him
Gacy.
too. John Wayne Gacy.
Same thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say kind of. Yeah, one was an actor and one was a clown. Acting as a.
That made me sick years ago. Before he died, when he was selling his paintings and getting
Oh
like
God,
$30,000. That was just
People
blew my
will
mind.
pay anything to be associated with famous.
People did the
famosity.
same thing with Manson. Manson was selling artwork and shit. And I just saw something not too long ago. Some little bullshit drawing that Charles Manson did sold for like $75,000 at auction.
Yeah.
I was like, are you
Honestly,
fucking kidding me?
That's why Mein Kampf is still like one of the 100 best-selling books of all time, because people have a morbid fascination with.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know what you call
you're
that.
talking about copies, not the original.
Well, I mean,
You know what I
same
mean?
thing, like same idea. Like people
Yeah.
like John, or what'd you say?
Well, I don't know
Who
what
is
did
it, Gacy?
John Lennon's stuff sell for, or something like that. So yeah.
Like people have a morbid fascination with like serial killers that can draw a tree or something.
Yeah, it's kind
Welcome
of
to the
disturbing.
stream.
Speaking of serial killers, I murder
And they're
Cheerios
gone.
every morning.
I murdered my bowl of Cheerios every morning.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
That's why my
and that
cholesterol is perfect.
That Bumblebee Honey Nut Cheerio, but the bee.
No,
I really wanted to
I don't
murder
get
him
those.
as a kid.
I didn't get to go with those anymore.
Like he was my least favorite cartoon character ever.
Why?
Because he was lying. Honey Nut Cheerios weren't good for you. They were sugar coated on gluten.
I thought it was honey.
Well, same thing. Natural sugar.
But it's not as bad for you as refined sugar.
Touche.
Not
But
that
the
it
bee
didn't
never
have
told you that.
refined
Not
sugar
much
in
better
it.
for you though either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not that it didn't all. The honey was just they waved it over the carton.
It's like they say red wine is good for you, but I bet you if you drank a bottle of red wine a night, it wouldn't be good.
Well, they do say moderation.
Yeah, same with Bumblebee Cheerio stuff.
Well, I eat regular Cheerios with some Splenda on it, and I'm good to go.
Are you trying to get cancer?
No, Splenda won't give you cancer.
It'll just leave you feeling unfulfilled.
It's definitely not sugar, that's for sure.
It's shake and bake and tastes like crap.
It is sweet. Have you ever tried Truvia?
No. Well,
It's
wait.
kind of okay, but I
Was
don't
that-
like the aftertaste. It's from the
What's
stevia.
the new one that
It's from the
people are trying?
stevia
Oh,
plant.
stevia. Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, that's the
Truvia
one
is
I'm trying
made
to think
from
of.
the stevia plant.
Honestly, it tastes kind of garbage.
It's a little, but I don't like the aftertaste. I don't know. It's just
It's got
kind
a
of
very bitter.
something about it.
Well,
No, there's something I don't like. I don't know. Otherwise, I'd use that.
yeah, no, I get what you're saying. There's just the worst part is you can't really put a word onto it.
Yeah. My
It's just
sister-in-law,
not good.
she likes it. You know, she swears by it. All right.
Yeah, she's probably also never had sugar.
No, she probably had sugar.
I mean, I probably shouldn't either. I'm a diabetic, but I have standards and I refuse to eat Splendas sweet and low. I'd rather
Sweet
just
and low,
cut.
yeah.
I'd rather
Exactly.
just cut like sugar out of my diet than try and insert a substitute.
Yeah.
Easier said than done though, at least for me.
Yeah.
Well, he does
That's
have
why I drink too
motivation.
much. Yeah,
It's
Right.
called blood sugar.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, if there was only sugar, I'd have to cut it completely out of my diet because,
Enemy missile evaded.
you know,
Nice use
what
of
it
the
is.
clouds.
I mean, it might be a little different for Type 2, but for Type 1, it's less about, like, you don't have to be so strict that you don't ever eat sugar or don't ever eat anything bad.
No,
It
that's
makes
the
it
same for
easier
me.
to manage the things,
Yeah.
but
No, you can
you
have
just
a
have to be
half instead of
conscious of
having a
it.
slice of cheesecake. You have a part of a slice of cheesecake.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like my diet is perfect. I guarantee you that.
I can't hit shit.
That's because he's not in the room.
Target is in gun range.
What are we talking
I
about, Rob?
can
No,
I can get hit by shit.
Raz did pretty good last night.
3 minutes remaining.
He even
Hmm.
kissed and made up with Rogue. So
Oh, that's good.
Roz was very tempered.
well, you know,
Charlie 1, man
I
down.
applaud him. He
yeah,
did very, like you said, he did very good last night.
Ranking improved.
and he's trying. Better than not
Yeah,
trying.
and see, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I can put up with Roz being Roz as long as he's trying to not be Roz.
Missile incoming.
Well,
Hmm.
I mean, he does lose it somewhat, anger over the game, and that's something that's just, what's the point?
Yeah, but I mean, I can handle that kind of stuff. Like,
Yeah,
I'd much rather take it from him than some rando that's like that because, like, I know he's trying. He
yeah,
may suck at like figuring out why we enjoy playing with a bunch of friends that don't try super duper 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 hard all the time. But he's getting better.
I think he's enjoying it a little more than,
Yeah,
the
that's why
stress ass.
this
I
game's
gotta,
fun.
I gotta win. I gotta win.
Or I've got to be super
150,000
defensive to
points.
explain why I'm not winning.
Yeah. Or if somebody's, because I guarantee
No,
you, when
like,
Slippery comes in the room, Raz isn't the top player. Just because of, I
No.
don't know how Slippery
because
does it.
Slippery is
He's
like
just, like you
freaking
said, a
Tom Cruise and
savant.
Rain Man.
He's a
Wait, no,
savant.
Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman, he's like a savant at the.
Yeah, it's just like,
I fly good.
I haven't played this in 3
I'm a good
months.
flyer.
Locked on. Charlie 1, down.
What does this button do? Oh, it kills all of you.
Yeah. So or it's like he goes when he first ran into Bengals. What's that guy doing, man? He says, yeah, that's the way he flies. He goes, So he builds a plane and just goes and chases him down the whole match and kills him. He goes, that's boring. How the hell do you do that? Jeez. That's no fun.
It's like the innocence of a 7-year-old. You're just like, oh, that's not fun. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We've just been working at it for 2 weeks.
Target not hit.
Yeah, I've never been able to get the handle on. I hit it. Now I gotta say I'm better because I do hit him every once in a while with a missile, and I've killed him a few times.
Enemy locked on.
But
Yeah, I don't know.
I can if I concentrate wholly on him. That's about all I do. I can't get him. Can't get him.
Like, I feel like we've talked about this before, and it's kind of one of those things where sometimes we just kind of focus in on one person, but if any of us were really, like, trying to go for high score necessarily, or,
Locked alert.
like, the first few rounds all of us come on every night, honestly, before we get distracted.
Yeah. Good job,
Yeah. Thank you.
It's just like, oh, everyone comes in and they're like 150,000 points. It's like, oh, that's right, someone new joined the room. All right, get your shit out of your system and.
No survivors. Y'all now got bailout.
Wait, is it Survivor that sang Eye of the Tiger?
I don't know.
What's the name of the band that sang Eye of the Tiger? feel free to chime in.
Oh, fuck, I'm muted. Survivor, fuck.
Okay.
Oh.
You're right.
That plane sucks. Give me a moment. I can't fly it.
What were you in? F-18?
No, I was in the ADF-11.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It flies really good. I just don't.
There's a thing, though. If a plane's too easy, you are used to flying things that don't respond so
That could be.
immediately, I guess.
There's something going on with my flight stick anyway. I don't know for sure what
I
it
don't know.
is.
I always find it like last night when they started whipping out the XO2s and such.
Oh, yeah.
I was overturning like a motherfucker. Like overshooting people. My postals were all sloppy because the XO2s or ADF-01s are just so maneuverable. So it's way different than, especially if I'm not coherent enough to make those adjustments.
So when did Elmo fucking put his controller down? He was just saying, can we sort of...
Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry, my eyes are literally shut right now.
I think I'm gonna play one more, and I'm gonna try to get to bed on decent time. I'm fucking exhausted.
Yeah,
you've
I'm probably
been
gonna
busy
try
working.
to play one more.
And I got like 2.5 hours of sleep last night. I got like 3 hours the night before. It's
Yeah,
like,
you better catch up on that. It's kind of important.
yeah, I'm running out of gas real quick. I like made
Have
a
a
pot of
burrito.
coffee at 9 o'clock, trying to fucking stay up a little bit because I didn't want to go to bed too early because then I'll be up at 4 in the morning, wide awake.
That's
you
what
got
I
more
did
to
this
do in the
morning.
morning, or?
No, I'm pretty much off. I just have to run a few errands, so
Yeah, that's good.
I'm gonna sleep my happy ass in.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm jelly.
That's the plan anyway. Yeah, but it's gonna wear out real soon because once it warms up and roofing season starts, I'll be fucking working long ass days again. So it's like
My
that's kind of
plan
the
is to
trade-off.
go in and blank out the lathe work on those parts for you, because I was able to set the lathe up for. I gotta write the program, but that's pretty quick.
Oh, dude,
For what?
that would be awesome.
They're rim locks for the off-road, the RC off-road tires. The guys quit making they discontinued the rim, but you can get all of the things except for the outer ring part, the rim lock part.
I'm a nerd and I'm into RC cars and
Oh, okay.
they basically they made 1 million of one part of a bunch of other parts and they only made 500,000 of another. So I've got a bunch of odd parts laying around and I can't put them together because of this one piece. So Brauski's working on making that one piece for me.
Oh. Like when you say RC, like are you talking like high speed? Well, yeah,
No, the
I know what
off-road
RC
rock
literally
crawlers
stands for.
actually. Like
Like,
kind of
Yeah,
rock crawlers, aren't they?
I do the
Off-road.
rock crawlers, like the slow, like technical crawling up and over shit.
Oh,
You gotta send him
like
send
there's
him
a
a
lot of
picture
different
of
type of RC.
one of that car, that one truck thing.
Yeah, no, I will. Yeah, it's
Oh, Kyle, there is nothing wrong with 4 in the morning. Sorry to interrupt you, Dad.
it's an addiction. And they're expensive too, man. I mean, fuck, some of them are like $5,000, dude, for a fucking 10th scale remote control truck. It's crazy.
Is that the one with the
That's
frame that's
kind of
made out of
crazy.
billet?
Yeah,
Well,
I've got
that's a
5 of them.
CNC frame. It's made out of billet and it looks like a welded tube frame, but it's out of aluminum. They machine it.
Yeah,
The whole
all out
thing.
of one block of aluminum. They're pretty impressive.
That's a lot of craftsmanship for, well, I suppose $5,000 for a one.
It's quite a bit of programming,
car.
and not only that, the machine that has the ability to make it.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely, and in fact, that's why the company made it. They wanted to highlight like what their company was capable of doing.
Oh yeah.
And In fact, I saw one of those trucks go up for sale tonight for $10,000.
So
No,
what do you like? What's the goal of having those? Like, do you just is it for joy? Like, you roll them around and go to parks and stuff, or like do
They
you do
do
competitions like rock
competitions.
yeah,
climbing?
Yeah, they do
it's actual
shows.
competitions.
Hey, who's that?
There's a lot.
It's
I mean it's a pretty big thing. Like one of the events I'm going to in Ohio in June. Last year there were like over 1,000 people that showed up, and there were like 1,500 trucks that were 1,500 remote control cars that were registered to do this. You know, it's like a 3-day event. I mean, it's pretty fucking big. And in California, it's huge, man. I mean, all the cool shit really happens out in California. Like the one company, they rented out the Donner Ski Ranch for 4 days, and in July they're having a huge event there. And I mean, they get like 2,000 people every year. You know, I mean, it's kind of crazy. For
Dang.
remote control car shit, I mean, that's crazy.
Like I like Hot Wheels.
Oh, I used, dude,
oh
fuck,
yeah.
I don't even.
Some of those
I
are
used to
actually
be
worth
big.
a lot of money.
Or I'm thinking of Power Wheels. Power Wheels.
Hot Wheels are an addiction too, man. I used to
Yeah,
collect
no,
those,
I did too.
and fuck, I was up to like 4,500 or almost 5,000 Hot Wheels cars, and finally I'm like, you know what? I gotta
I
fucking
played with
quit this.
them. I played with mine way too much. They got broke.
Yeah, yeah, that's I mean,
Being
that's what
7
happened to most
doesn't
of.
translate into good collector habits.
No, my uncle got me started in collecting. He'd buy me two of any of the cars I liked, one to play with and one to save, you know, and I mean, there were some of them I'd pay $15 for, and as soon as I would get them and pay the $15, you could go put them on eBay and get 400 or 500.
Oh, those not names.
Dang.
Oh yeah, Hot Wheels was crazy. I got out of that like 12, 13 years ago. It was when it really gained popularity, and you know, I'd get up early on days I wasn't working, and I'd go to every fucking store when they opened in the morning, and go through them and look for like the limited edition ones and shit. And it was an addiction. But I guess it's better than fucking blowing your money on hookers and blow, you know.
I don't know.
Maybe
There's
not
a
as
lot of
much
people
fun,
from the
but
80s that would say that that's a very efficient way to spend time.
oh yeah,
Well, at
yeah.
least the blow part. I don't know about hookers.
Oh come on, man, they go hand in hand.
Well,
I
not
love it.
necessarily hand in hand, but you know.
My cousin got caught with like 3 ounces of coke and like 3 hookers in a hotel room, and the one town that he got caught in, they put him in the newspaper. They took out like a half-page ad, and every other week they'd post all, or you know, like print all about the people they caught. I didn't even know about it, and I see my cousin's name in the newspaper. I was like, oh no shit. He's like, yeah, dude. He's like, we had like 3 ounces and 3 hookers. Like, okay. Yeah, I can't get down on that.
Careful, enemy locked onto you.
I did laugh though, because he was married.
Oh,
Took his
pencil
wife out.
fiery.
His wife divorced his ass.
I forgot who that was. A-Kim was pretty good.
Yeah.
He was.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, that's bedtime. My
Alrighty, bro.
ball eyes are shut.
Yeah, that was it for me too. I'm going Betty bye. I'm tired.
Alright, boys. You have a good day tomorrow. We'll see you in the
Yeah.
skies.
You do the same,
Yes.
man. You do the same. I'll talk to you guys later.
Alrighty.
Voodoo,
Yeah,
it's been
indeed.
fun only hitting you one time all night, so keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Yeah, you too, man.
All right.
Hey, thanks for joining, Kyle. Feel free to subscribe. We do this every night, except usually we're not such tired old people.
Speak for yourself.
Well, I am. They're way more entertaining than me, which is why I ride coattails constantly. All right, but on that note, talk to you guys later, probably tomorrow.
Have a
Not sure
good one,
when,
Ping.
but tomorrow.
Have a good day.
You too.
fuck?
What's that?
Oh, I'm just looking for through the chats. Hope. Oh, there it is. What are you doing, Browski? You're taking off.
You know, are you done? If you're done, I'll quit.
Hangs out.
I'll play one more, I guess.
Yeah, I'll do one more.
Phantom Fire left.
What was that icon flying?
What's that?
What was he flying?
He was thinking he was flying a 35 or a 37.
I thought it was too.
I think it was a 35. He definitely was. Could outturn me. I mean, I finally got back in and found him, and then was able to deal with him. But once he got behind me the one time, and I couldn't shake him. Then I couldn't find him because he was like way off over on the side. Most of the guys were over here on the edge of the map, and then my daddy killed me. So when I spawned in, I opened the map up all the way and I go, oh, who are those two guys? Found him.
This is AWACS Windmaker. We have you on radar. Enemy detected. Clear to engage. Take down as many as you can. Your call sign is Charlie 1. Locked on. In gun range.
Fucking. That hit me already.
Bye-bye, dude.
Charlie 1, missile fired.
I got him.
Okay. I was coming over there because I figured I'd try.
Yeah, he.
Miss. That's a miss. Enemy missile evaded.
He got the
Nice
better
use
of
the
me in the
clouds.
last match. Man, it's kind of sometimes frustrating shooting down these guys that fly so slow. Can't get behind them. Stay there.
Like the guy in the F-15, Elroy.
Ruhang here was flying pretty slow in his 35.
What the fuck's behind me? A little different route. Go this way, go that way. Dive up there, go up here, spin around.
Enemy locked on. Charlie
Oh
1.
yeah, gonna shake him.
3 minutes remaining.
Outspeed him.
You got dude on you?
Oh yeah, he's on me. He's gonna try to machine gun me. Now he's gonna have to figure out which way I'm going.
In gun range.
Hook stall again, fucker, come on. Come on, plane. Pick up.
Missile evaded. Impressive. Missile fired. Missile in the air. on. Charlie 1. Charlie 1, you're icing up.
Icing?
2 minutes remaining.
Come on, baby.
He's good, eh?
Yeah, he handles that very well. You have these fucking clouds. Oh, man.
Charlie 1, down.
Did
Yes.
he get you?
No, I crashed. I dinged him up. He didn't. I shook him and made him get off me. Then I got at him and hit him a couple times, but I couldn't kill him.
Ooh, you got me there.
Target is in gun range.
There he goes.
Missile evaded. 1 minute remaining. Fox 2.
Yeah, this is better playing than the 35. The other 35. For sure.
Unlimited 35.
The F-35.
Yeah, in the unlimited version, right? So you could actually make it handle better than the 2500 version.
Okay, I do believe I feel an aching back in the leg.
30 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah, I see somebody like that.
Entering clouds.
Yeah, and he's doing his post stall.
Seconds. Target is in gun range. Charlie 1, locked on. Combat time's up. Not bad at all. Looking forward to seeing you in action again.
Look at that, Voodoo.
Thanks.
Nice flame. Now, is that the 35?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's...
You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, there's my got the survivor again.
Yes, you did. Good job.
Shit, that's like the most I've gotten in a sitting, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, you were riding
More
those
often
all
than not.
night. Oh, yeah.
You got a bunch. You got noticed you got quite a few.
I might have not got shot down, but I crashed.
Well,
I did get a few
that's
survivors. That's my thing, you know. I like to smash into things.
Yeah, I did a ton of crashing too, especially at the beginning.
Well, you know, if you're not crashing, you're not trying. Alrighty, bro.
Yeah, man. You have yourself a good one.
I will try. You have a good evening. Have a good day tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's been sweet here.